All right. Hello, Knockouts. Tonya TKO here. And as you know, I am a self love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. A lot of you have been sending me this particular video by Jidenna. Jidenna. Oh my goodness. And so we're going to need to be discussing this today. Basically, he's talking about how he robbed women of their baby making years. Hey, welcome in, Patriot. You're the first one here today. And then Akira is next. Welcome in, y'all. I'm already exhausted. We're gonna watch the whole doggone video. Today's Sunday. We're gonna do it easy, like Sunday afternoon. And we're gonna watch the whole video that he did in this interview. It's 20 minutes long, so I'm sure there'll be a lot that we need to go through. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted already. So before we get into it, because we need to go live on every platform, so let's go ahead and at least let us. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Let us at least get to know one another a little bit better. So welcome in. Oh, OF, what is it that made you drop him a long time ago? Tell me. Because I used to listen to his songs a few years ago, and then, I don't know, one day I just kind of shifted, and that was that. So, OF, what was it that made you drop him? Might be a good thing in disguise to save them from being someone's baby mama. Listen, I can't. Oh, I think that might be it going out right there. Let me check and see. Let me check and see. So that we could get live quickly. Oh, it's already up. The text has gone out. If there's anybody who's not getting your text, there are a few reasons why. Um, so they made some changes with the law and deliverability. One, you have to be on a real cell phone number. No digital number, no virtual number, no voice over IP, no Google Voice. It has to be a phone number. And two, you need to take out the SIM, put it back in as you're turning off and restarting your phone. And then also now, if you have like iPhone or iMessage, you just have to check and make sure that your message box is not full, that you are getting messages, etc. You might have to clear out a bunch of old messages. And so write to me if you're not getting your text, because you're paying for a service. I'm paying for the text to go out. And if it's not delivering to you, then we have to figure out why. So let's go ahead and get live on all of these platforms. Let's do that. All right, let's get this party started. Okay. We are live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And of course, we are live on YouTube, which is the main platform. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. All right, so we are in the midst of a possible boondoggle. I don't know, but we shall find out. The person that you see on the screen there is Jidenna. He is what is he? He's a Nigerian American star. He's a music artist, a recording artist, and he has recently done an interview where he is talking about how he has robbed women of their baby making years. This is something that a lot of, what is this? Where is saying she sent this to me? Oh, honey, you all have been harassing me about this story. I promise you, if you all had not harassed me the way you have, I wouldn't be covering this story, because I am exhausted. And we haven't even gotten into it yet. I'm already exhausted. I'm exhausted for two different reasons. And we're going to play the entire video. I'm exhausted because, one, this is something that is happening. Actually, I'm exhausted for three reasons. This is something that is happening every day. It's happening right now. It's happening in some of your lives. I feel exhausted because there are men out there who are consciously, unconsciously, conscientiously, all of that, robbing young women of their baby. I wish I had a punching bag before me, because if I did, you all would see me get up from this chair and just start punching this bag. I'm so angry because all over social media are a bunch of men talking about how they want these young women, calling us older women old and bitter and all this other stuff. You think we weren't 25 once? Let me tell you, let me hip you to game. Every 35-year-old woman was 25 once. And there were older men then, just like there are older men now, who descended upon those women. So for you to mock a 35-year-old woman for being 35 and single, honey, please believe and understand that she's single for many reasons. Listen, women are waking up. But by and large, women grow up into societies where they want to get married young. But what happens, especially in the Black community, is that we have men who waste women's time, especially if you're Black. You're the come-up woman. You're the woman that they use like the rung on a ladder to step on your back as they go on to bigger and better, because when they're at the top, they want another woman. They want a preference. But then when they fall down, when that preference cusses them out, beats them up, stabs them, dumps them, or they have to dump her because of her wicked dragon lady mouth, then they come back, falling onto their bottom. And there's so many of us Black women who are like, oh, Hercules, he telling the truth. So this is the second reason why I am just fatigued. I'm fatigued because it takes a man to say it, that a person with a penis has to come out, and then all of a sudden, and this is the antithesis to everything that we've been talking about here, that so much does our community, that the women center, focus on, and worship men, that it takes a man to say the exact same thing. I mean, listen, let me tell you something. They're not always going to give you a playbook, and I'm telling you that this man inside this video is playing games. Just like Shaq. When Shaq sat up on that broadcast, I have to come home to an empty home. The baby rooms are empty. And those women on the podcast looking at him like, oh, I'll be your home, baby. But then video comes out of him so focused behind, walking behind some young preferences that he can't even see the fan that is trying to talk to him and filming at the same time. I'll show that to you. Don't you worry. I got you. So that's the second reason why I'm fatigued. The third reason why I'm fatigued is because this man ain't do nothing. He hasn't proven anything. All he has done is come out with some dangly damn earrings on and some horns, some braids for horns hanging down on the sides of his face, and some dangly earrings, a cameo clutch, and some cowrie shells on some bolero-looking outfit. I want to hear, and I'm hoping that when we listen to this video, we will hear him talk about real actions that he took. Did he go to a therapist? Did he get hypnotherapy? Because let me tell you, habits aren't hard to break. And I have a video from him that he did where I'm going to show you why I don't believe him in that he's changed. I'm going to play a video for you. Why I don't believe that he's changed. I believe that this is another iteration, I believe it's a semi-grift. I believe that he thinks that he's changed. But if you don't have the foundational, if you don't have verifiable, if you don't have quantifiable, like so many of you, a man gives an apology and then, oh, your heart, they'll take you back, right? But where's the therapy sessions? Where's the real work that it takes to create change? Where is that? So what has he done? He put some some shells on his pants and some little gold clips in his hair, some aluminum foils down on the bottoms of these horns hanging down on the sides of his face. So no, don't believe anybody who says that they've changed. Look for changed behavior. Because listen, I am a life coach. I am an accredited school trained life coach. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist. Part of the reason that I went into hypnotherapy was so that I could help people create change. That's part of the reason that I went in, that I studied life coaching. I coach behind the scenes. Shout out to my cohort. Welcome, welcome, right? I coach behind the scenes. I know how difficult it is to create change in your life, especially if you were habituated into a culture, into behavioral patterns, into ways of thinking. I'm going to play some lyrics from him. His grandfather had 7 wives. He's made songs about how he wished every girl in the world could be his. And then he made a music video 6 months ago. And I'm going to show you this music video, and I'm going to show you how what he's saying here. Please, I need to see real change. I need to hear, not just give people the script, because some men will go to therapy and then get the verbiage to be able to throw back in your face, just like Jonas Hill. Nonetheless, let's go ahead. I want you, all of the women in the comments, I want you to tell me how many years of your baby making lifespan did you waste on a man who was not worthy? Or if you were like me, I used to spend a lot of time after a breakup just kind of sitting in it, and I spent years. I spent 10 years, because I would spend 2 years after this relationship, 3 years after that one. I don't consider the amount of time that I spent in the relationships to be a waste, but the amount of time that I spent just not dating at all. I wasted 10 years of my baby making years. Just like, this is what I'm saying. Do the effing work. Heal yourself. Oh, good. The numbers are coming in. 25 years? Oh my gosh. Oh, Sugar says none. 7 out of 8, 7 years, 9 years, 10 years. Let's see. How many years did you make of your baby making life? That's the question. Too damn many. 10, 17, 10, 9. They talk about abortion. They talk about how many babies are aborted. What about the number of babies that'll never be born because there's some man wasting a woman's time? What about that? 12 years? 6 months? Child, I feel you. Thank goodness for you. I wasted 10 years. 10 years. Currently wasting like 2. I didn't see it like that. There was no ticking clock. I never felt any man deserved a child. I'm not talking about whether or not you feel he deserved a child. I'm talking about the years that you squandered that you will never get back. Of course they did not deserve a child, thank goodness. But how many years did you spend entangled in the relationship, in the breakup, in the recovery, in the fooling yourself, in the allowing yourself to be fooled? How many years did you waste? Rakaya says about 10. Christine says 4. Listen, 8 to 10. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. So many years wasted that you'll never get back. I'm glad that you did not have children with these people. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad that I didn't have children in those effed up situations. However, had I pivoted earlier, had I known what work to do, this is why I need to work on workbooks and different ways so that even outside of the coaching, that you can find ways to be able to heal yourself so that maybe you can be able to shift, attract a partner while you're young enough to. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into the video first and foremost. Let's welcome. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of the the Knockout family. Thank you. I appreciate you all for being here. Kelly, how many times are you going to ask that question? Read the subject of the video if you need to know what the topic is. We're talking about Jidenna. We're talking about how he has talked about he wasted so many women's childbearing years, and that's what we're talking about. Goodness. So Wolfie is crying. Anna, don't pay these people no mind. Don't pay these people no mind. Let me get my stuff. 53 years. I have 2 daughters. All right. So we're going to play this video. We're going to listen for what it is that he has to say, and then we're going to watch the entire video. Don't you worry. I got you. I got you. Here.
I robbed some women of their baby-making years, dragging them along. They built me up. Look at me now, and look at them. If you are creative, I folded you into my artwork. If you were in my artwork, I gave you a job. I gave you a job. I mastered your life. I gave you a house, food, everything you needed. I protected and provided for you. I did what men are supposed to do. You know, I remember different quotes I said, like, just like really manipulative things to say, like, no one's gonna love you the way I do. My God, I'm ashamed of it. And that's what makes me angry when I see my brothers do that. We can't do that to the women that have done so much for us to even exist. And I saw myself for the first time. All the things I'm saying now, woo, horror. Bit by bit, I stripped myself of my former self. And I swore that the next relationship that I would get in, I would work as hard at love as I worked in my career.
All right. So that's what we're going to watch that whole entire video. I just wanted to show you the precursor. So do you all know what we're talking about now? We're talking about Jidenna. The link, go and support the creators that created this video. The link is in the description of this. And you can watch their whole video, like it, thumbs up, and do all of that stuff to their video so that they can also get the support, since we are going to be playing the entire thing here. It's 23 minutes long, so let me set my timer for 20 minutes so that we can take our first movement break. Let's go.
I'm not proud of it. And I trapped women in that world. No one's gonna love you the way I do. I'm ashamed of it. And that's what makes me angry when I see my brothers do that. We can't do that to the women that have done so much for us.
So now that his testosterone has plummeted, because men's testosterone takes a deep nosedive over the age of 35. Now all of a sudden he wants to come out and criticize men after he spent half his lifetime doing this to women. They're not going to listen to you. They're just going to call you a simp. Or this is part of your game plan anyway to get into the drawers of more women who are now, let's go.
For us to even exist. I did that. I robbed.
I need people to let me know, admin, let me know about my audio levels too, because if the audio levels need to be adjusted, like if his is louder than mine or vice versa, just please let me know.
Some women of their baby making years, dragging them along. They built me up. Look at me now, and look at them. It's horrific, man.
This episode of What's Underneath.
All right. So what are your thoughts about this so far? Because I'm interested in, somebody said he's addicted to boys. He said he used women. He ain't said nothing about boys now. He ain't said nothing about boys. So let's not add what ain't been put in there. And do you think his exes were black women? I mean,
How are you feeling right now?
I'm trying to rediscover my why right now. So I'm very happy to just be in a space like this. This is what we want as people, as humans.
Somebody said it sounded like he was reading a script. It did sound like something from Tubi. I'm ashamed of myself now. I hate it when I look at me. All right, come on.
This is what we want as artists, to be unabashedly genuine and transparent, to be heard, seen, appreciated. So thank you. This is a horsetail switch. This is my dad's switch. He had a couple.
Pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what your style says about you?
My style is giving like African matador, African mariachi with a hint.
Help me, please, help me. African matador mariachi. All right, come on, let's
Of Hasidic Jewish fashion. I'm from like a conservative hip hop time, you know, in the 90s. You didn't explore too much until like Outkast came around, and Andre 3000, style icon, you know, showed us the shades of a man, the shades of masculinity. Before that, I was just dressing like 50 Cent. I used to really talk like this, because that's how I thought, you know what I mean? I say over there, I never pronounce my R's. But Andre comes around, and this dude got the bandana, shirtless, high-waist pants, little wigs in hip-hop, wigs? Nah, unheard of. The thing that made him like a man to me was that he wasn't doing this to look better than you. He was doing this to represent his inner shadow self, light self, all at the same time. So I thought that was beautiful, and he changed my life.
You see, so much that they worship other men. Men are homosocial. I'm gonna play that video for you all. Sorry, my popcorn's coming back out. Let me just keep going. Go ahead.
Bit by bit, I started realizing I don't have to act like this jock or this gangster. That was the first big moment in my life where I let go of society. Mr. John Narciso.
Amazing that.
Can you talk a little bit about the assumptions that people make about you based on how you appear?
I think the biggest assumption people make about me is that I'm put together. Like, I'm not a mess. I'm a fucking mess. I have plenty of things that I'm just not proud of. I step outside, my hair is done, maybe the nails is done, got a clean fit for the day, excited, and they think I have no problems. You know, he's good, man. He's sorted.
So do you feel like you wear things that make you look quote unquote put together, like to help you with the messy feeling?
Maybe, actually, therapist, I appreciate you. You know, now I might paint my nails or have makeup on my face, and they'll be like, oh, he's probably gay. They don't know how to deal with that. Just men afraid of intimacy. Men afraid of the attraction they feel to other men that doesn't have to be sexual. My homies would be like, man, you look clean today, bro. Clean. Okay. But they...
Hold on. I think I heard what I think I heard. Hold on.
Hey, they don't know how to deal with that. Just men afraid of intimacy.
You feel like you wear things that make you look quote unquote put together, like to help you with the messy feeling?
Maybe, actually, therapist, I appreciate.
You see how he's like, okay, therapist, which means these are not even things that he's explored in therapy. Why are you here talking to us on a platform where this video is sponsored by BetterHelp, and you haven't, you're not even showing that you've had basic therapy? She asked you one question and you're like, all right, therapist. Don't worry, son, I don't think you're well put together. I think you can put on a suit, but honey, I knew you was a mess from the time that you did that song Bambi. All right. I can't tell you. I'm just joking. Not really though, but I'll play that for you too. Anyway, well, let's come back. But I think I heard what I think I heard. Let's listen again.
Appreciate you. You know, now I might paint my nails or have makeup on my face, and they'll be like, oh, he's probably gay. They don't know how to deal with that. Just men afraid of intimacy. Men afraid of the attraction they feel to other men that doesn't have to be sexual. My homies would be like, man, you look clean today, bro. Clean. Okay. But they may not say, I like how the makeup makes your eyes sparkle, bro. Your nails are pretty. You look amazing.
What man is gonna be like, I like the way the makeup makes your eyes sparkle, bruh? I wouldn't even say that to one of my girlfriends. I'm not staring at any of my friends to that capacity. Ladies, have you ever talked about the sparkle in your girlfriend's eyes? Yo, Jidenna, what are you talking about here today? That they're not gonna tell you about the sparkle? You know, some of you will say, oh, Tonya, you glowing. All right. But the twinkle in a person's eyes? Me don't know about that now, son. Me don't know about that. Let me just go back just a little. I need to hear that again. I need to hear that. Don't you all laugh. Don't do him like that. Don't do him. We got 12 minutes before the first break. Come on, let's get through. Let's get through. Somebody says, "K." Tonya, the first few words she utters was, the first few words he uttered. Wait, what? Hold on, it's going by too fast. Oh, Lord, it didn't wait. Wait, Nigerians in the house. Oh, no, they telling him come get their boy. Lord, I messed up. It went too fast. It went too fast. Oh, what's going on here? Uh-oh, low battery. Oh, my goodness. Let's get through the video. You all are misbehaving. Stop acting like this. Behave, okay? Behave so that we can get through it. All right, come. Let's go.
Your nails are pretty. You look amazing. You look clean today, bro.
I need to hear about the sparkle in the eyes.
Clean. Okay. But they may not say, I like how the makeup makes your eyes sparkle, bro. Your nails are pretty. You look amazing. You look stunning. We don't say that, but that's how they feel. And they're afraid. And I like being that for those kind of guys. I had to make sense of that when I was a boy. Like, why did I want to watch Idris Elba in The Wire? Like, why did I like how he looked? That's something that needs to be taught to boys so that they can feel free to go however they want. Because that boy is going to grow up and I'll bottle all that shit up. No telling what he's gonna do, regardless of his sexual orientation. And he's going to punish probably women more than anybody else, because it's terrifying being a boy. I think I can speak for a lot of young boys, but I'll definitely speak for young black boys. The fear is being marginalized even more than you already are.
When you talk,
is he black though? Or is he like biracial? Or multiracial? Because I don't know. I never thought he was black, but whatever.
Young boys, but I'll definitely speak for young black boys. The fear is being marginalized even more than you already are.
when you talked about assumptions, you said that people don't realize that you're a mess and that you have all these things about yourself that you're not proud of. What are some of those things?
I feel like I have severe imposter syndrome. Like I'm not really a musician. I constantly think about how I'm not good enough or I'm not deserving of what I have. I can't do more because this is where my little success I've gotten, this is okay. And that has had a huge damper on my career in the last few years. I've had a series of just like L's this year. I did the worst rollout I've ever done. I never really even released some of the videos that we shot. The most recent thing was I just hopped off tour with one of my best friends and creative partners, Jidenna. She was put on and is putting on a stellar show, her best of her life. The tour was called The Age of Pleasure, and I was in the age of pain. We never got it together. We were fighting so hard to put on a show that was somewhere on par with our previous. Every night we were just bombing. I cried on stage. 8,000 people in Minneapolis. First time I've cried publicly in my life. 8,000 people, first time. My friends, there's people around me that hadn't seen me cry. And it was a huge moment for me to do that, because I left.
Let's look up Jidenna crying on stage. Let's see if we can find this. Because he said Minneapolis. Let's take a look and see. Jidenna cry Who could spell Minneapolis? Oh, thank goodness they spelled it for me. All right. Jidenna, Minneapolis, Jidenna canceled. Having celebrated his 50th. Oh my gosh. Jidenna. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't find him crying on stage. Wow, I feel bad for mocking him now. This is a man suffering. Mm. 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 I feel bad for mocking him now. Oh my goodness, what have I done? I'm terrible, terrible, terrible. We can go on. I apologize for mocking you before hearing your story. I had no ideas, but we listen in Jidenna. We listen in Jidenna. Jidenna. We're listening. Man. And I just want you all to peep that his cameo pin has an afro. So he did not use the European cameo pin. Let's make this larger for you all so that you can see it has an afro. You see that? All right. Wow, you got some kudos for that. Okay. All right. Jidenna was crying on stage. Man. He's 50 years old? Wait. Jidenna's 50? Hold up, because if this man is 50, he need to contact me with his skin routine. Somebody look up his age for us and then put the official age, because I need to know. Because if he is 50, then he's been spending a lot of years robbing women.
On that tour and flew back. Friends, there's people around me that hadn't seen me cry. And it was a huge moment for me to do that, because I left from that tour and flew back to LA in 2 days. When I was a kid, what it meant to be an artist is not what it means to be an artist today. The demand for content has changed all of our lives. Now, to be an artist, there's certain things you need to do. Everybody that's working is feeding the algorithm like weekly, if not daily. So it's deeply saddening, because this is not what the artist I wanted to be.
Who is the artist you wanted to be?
Man, more like a hermit that comes out from the tree trunk every now and then. Like Kendrick Lamar, of course. Yeah, I wanted to be one of those guys. I go away, I grow, I learn, and I come back with the new version of myself.
Magic.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I make it. So I feel good about some of it, but I'm definitely like, damn, I still want to give this to like millions and billions of people. That's partially why I feel like a fraud. Like I haven't reached as many people as I believe I'm supposed to. But I do think my spirit wants more, but I don't want to give my ego the edge, because it'd be saying some wild shit to me. If I couldn't see as many people's reality TV show, I might actually be at least more okay with where I'm at. My ego, though, will see an artist online, and then, you know, I'll look at my life like, damn, my life ain't as cool. But how ridiculous is that? The other day, I was producing with my homie, and then in the background was my lovely lady playing Call of Duty in an exposed brick, concrete slated, well-decorated loft that I dreamed of having when I was a child, when I was like, I'm gonna be a cool adult one day. That life, what I just described, that's a dream. You mean to tell me that there's something more that you need to do, bro? You need to tell me that's not success? Oh my God, bro, why do I keep doing this?
The whole system and everything tells you that you're in the big show, you're doing this big thing, all these outer external things that validate you and make you feel like you're worthy, but actually you are completely worthy already, and your truth is just so loud inside of you that it's impossible for you to betray yourself.
I can't tell you how much that means to me. I cannot, you said it is impossible now for me to betray myself. It is impossible now for me to betray myself. The reason why that's so poignant for me, because it's the opposite of being an imposter.
Oh my God. This man has not done any work. Jidenna, because I can imagine that you're probably watching reaction videos If not you, then somebody on your team will see this video. I'm sure you'll see it, but dear, do the work. Don't just come up out here, because this is actually, without you having done the work, this can actually be an assault on you when people criticize the outpouring, because your video is going viral now and women are outraged all over the world. I got this video countless times. I couldn't even count. This is why I'm doing the video today and watching the whole thing with you all. Jidenna, do the work. You have the money, get a therapist. Invest in yourself. You're talking about exposed brick and imposter and all this stuff. Do the work. You have a lot of things that you have to sort out on the inside. Otherwise, you're going to cause destruction in your personal life and in others. Continue. And it's only going to make you feel even worse about yourself when you have made the decision to try better and you keep falling into old patterns and habits.
Can I tell you how good of a liar I have been in my life? I know how to tell a good lie. You tell 98% of the truth and then 2% is a lie. That's how you become a good liar. I used to lie for sport just because it was fun. I didn't realize I just enjoy manipulation. I'm an excellent manipulator. I didn't understand yet how to relate to women in a way that wasn't like exploitative. And I would find different ways to make them feel that what they said I was doing was not happening.
This guy might need to go and get diagnosed. I can't diagnose you from afar, dear, but it sounds like there's some things going on with a personality disorder that you may have. Look into it. That way you can learn how to navigate. If you're enjoying manipulating people for sport, lying, I mean, I got the DSM-5 over here, but please go to a professional and get evaluated. I can't believe the people are sitting up here listening to him talk and not talk. Well, I guess they don't want him to stop talking, because they got this interview of which they're going to make money and off the reposts and all this other stuff. So, and they made money from the fact that it was sponsored. So,
Didn't understand yet how to relate to women in a way that wasn't like exploitative. And I would find different ways to make them feel that what they said I was doing was not happening. To make them feel like, oh, he is listening. Actually, he does want to talk. I was with an emotionally absent guy before him. That he's acting with his heart. Actually, that's sweet. Like, I got them to think that. Instead of what was really happening was what they were saying. I'm a man in this world. You do things on my time, when I want it. I want to talk about it now. Don't walk away from me. Do not walk away from me. Instead of, hey, she just said she needed time to process. Nah, and that's what I did. One time I was dating this woman. I was feeling hot, and
man, we're going to hear that story. It is time for us to take our movement break. So these are the non-negotiables. Get up out your seat right now. Man, this is interesting. What are your thoughts so far? It is easy to fool those who want to be fooled. I mean, you got a successful, wealthy, good-looking to some man, you know, that's hard to get apparently, and his issues align with your issues. Come on, get up and move, y'all. All right, it's time to get up. Come on, get up out your seat. It's time to get our movement break in. When we come back, we're going to finish hearing the rest of that interview. We're about halfway through the interview, and then I'm going to play some other videos for you. But now is the time for you to get up and move. Take a movement break. Listen, however you want to do it. If you want to bend and stretch, reach and stretch, do some movements. In the interim, all you have to do is just get up out of your seat, no matter where you are, no matter what time it is where you're at. Get up. We're going to be back in 2 minutes. There are going to be some QR codes on the screen. So if you're enjoying the show and you want to support, go ahead and do that. I'll see you back in 2 minutes. All right. We are back. Man, I was doing squats and then I was running up and down the stairs. Oh my goodness, but I'm back. Oh my goodness. I'm back. Welcome. Whew. Oh my goodness. All right. So, let me read this apple that we have gotten in. Whew. All right. Okay, so this is from Arlene. I'm sorry. Oops. My logo is, hold on. My logo is having some issues. Let's see. How many of these do I have? I have a bunch of these. Oh, here it is. There we go. All right, so let me read this from Arlene. Arlene says, glad to catch this live video. Thank you, Arlene. We appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so we're going to get back to the video. We're going to check the PayPal after the next break. People are saying just let the man talk and he will tell on himself. Well. All right, so I'll let you all know before the next break so that you can be able to get your apples in early. All right. Michelle says, I'm recovering from gallbladder removal surgery. You know, being in the mindset of taking care of yourself is what it's really all about. You can do little things. You can move your arms. You can stretch one arm across the sides of your body, as long as you were in the spirit of knowing that I'm participating in this action, this reminded action for movement. As I'm sure the doctor told you that there's certain types of movement that you need to do and not do. So the doctor wants you to move. So let's be in the spirit of what the doctor has told us to do. All right. So let's continue. Let's jump back into this video. Here we go. Where's my? Oh. All right.
I'm gonna cry for her and see if she hears me.
Let's see.
When I want it. I won't talk about it now. Don't walk away from me. Do not walk away from me.
So he's
Instead of
violent?
Hey, she just said she needed time to process. Nah, and that's what I did. One time I was dating this woman. I was feeling hot, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cry for her and see if she hears me. It wasn't a real cry. I just made tears come out. If you were creative, I folded you into my artwork. If you were in my artwork, I gave you a job. I gave you a job. I mastered your life. I gave you a house, food, everything you needed. I protected and provided for you. I did what men are supposed to do. You know, I remember different quotes I said, like just like really manipulative things to say, like, no one's gonna love you the way I do. My God, man, how could I do that to black women? I'm ashamed of it. And that's what makes me angry when I see my brothers do that. I understand it, but I can't have that anymore. We can't do that to the women that have done so much for us, to even exist. I did that. I robbed some women of their baby-making years.
So remember when I asked you what was the race of the women that built him up, who he emotionally violated and all this other stuff? Now that he's repairing himself, I want to see, who knows what his current woman looks like now that he's decided to make the changes in his life.
My God, man, how could I do that to black women? I'm ashamed of it. And that's what makes me angry when I see my brothers do that. I understand it, but I can't have that anymore. We can't do that to the women that have done so much for us, to even exist. I did that. I robbed some women of their baby-making years, dragging them along. They built me up. Look at me now, and look at them. It's horrific.
Where are they?
Was there like a rock bottom with this pattern of manipulation?
I was famous. I had a house, a big rapper crib in Atlanta. I had 2 girlfriends at the same time.
They know about each other?
Yeah, I was in a polyamorous relationship. I was doing what I thought was, that shit was amazing. I'm like, I'm living a life, bro. I made it. I made it. I thought I was humble, but I was fake humble. I wasn't humble then. And then when we broke up, man, there's 3 hearts involved. And then anybody else that you opened up to had small flings here and there. So it's a constellation. It's not just the 3 of you. You got other people involved, other strings. All them hearts broken, done. That's, oof. Monogamy, I've had my heart broken, but having multiple at the same time, I hit rock bottom after that. I didn't believe.
Wait, what the hell is going on? There are ways that you could break up with people without being devastated. When you are a good person and you're good to people and the relationship has served its course, you can be able to shift and move on without what took place, Jidenna. Look his face. Does he look like he's telling a sad story to you? If this had just stopped, like if you just happened to walk into the room when this story was being told, does he look like he's telling a sad story? He's talking about being at rock bottom right now. What does his face tell you right here? Come on, I don't know what's going on, but something is happening. Just let's play this with the volume off and see. Does it look like he's telling a sad tale of how he had his heart broken and he was... Does this look like a sad tale to you? Look. What would you think he was talking about right here if you didn't have the sound to go along with it? I'm telling you, he may need to go in for a diagnosis because there's some other things that may be going on with him, because this lying for sport, manipulating, stopping people from walking away when they need space, not honoring boundaries. There's a lot of things going on here.
Oof. Monogamy, I've had my heart broken, but having multiple at the same time, I hit rock bottom after that. I didn't believe I was worthy of love. And I saw myself for the first time. All the things I'm saying now, ooh, horror. That look in the mirror, like you on a hero dose of shrooms. It could be beautiful, or it could be, you can see all of you. And that was what sent me on a whole journey to read about masculinity. That changed my relationship to women that I was in love with.
So he read about masculinity. He ain't seen no therapist.
That process was me reading and seeing the examples, and I'm like, oh, that was me. I got to go back to childhood and remember where I learned that. Bit by bit, I stripped myself of my former self, and I swore that the next relationship that I would get in, I would work as hard at love as I worked in my career. So I'm thinking about every moment and I'm replaying it a lot. Did I interrupt you too much last night? I know I drank a little bit, but did I talk too much? Did you not get a word in? I'm a little neurotic with it, and she tells me and reminds me. But that's what you do in business. That's what you do as an athlete. They have a press conference every day. You only got 3 steals today, bro. What happened? So every night I got my own little press conference, like, what did you do today? Whatever do better is, what does that look like tomorrow? And that constant work has enabled me to honestly feel a lot of joy in this relationship.
We know you're really gripped by the story you're hearing, but we just wanted to interrupt this.
How are you all feeling about what you're hearing so far? Man. So they're talking about something. You can watch what they're saying on their channel. They're talking about their sponsor. So their sponsor didn't sponsor this video, so I'm just going to skip past it, okay? Because I want to honor the commitment they have with their sponsor. All right.
I had to apologize for.
One time she came home, she had brought some like...
Let's see.
Last time you made a mistake that you had to apologize for.
One time she came home, she had brought some like little snacks she thought I might like. And I immediately talked about the health issue. I'm like, this one has 27 grams of sugar. Why did you get it? I'm not on that diet right now. I'm not eating bread, but you got... And she took it fine, but I started thinking about it, I'm like, bro, why did you do that? Say thank you first. Say, I appreciate you for thinking about me. Or eat it. She loves you. Eat that fig Newton with that.
Don't eat that. What the hell are you talking about? Don't eat that. If it got 27 grams of sugar in it, don't eat it. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Do not force yourself to eat a fig Newton. Just oh my goodness, she can probably still take it back to the store. Just take it back to the store, get something. If she's living with you, she doesn't see the type of snacks that you eat. Come on. If you're trying to be on some diet, oh my God, what the hell is this sound?
27, just eat it. You'll be fine. Hey, I appreciate you for thinking about me. Or eat it. She loves you. Eat that fig Newton with that 27. Just eat it. You'll be fine. I said sorry in the morning. She says, oh, you're so sweet. You're thinking about this. It wasn't a big deal. But I said, no, it is, because that adds up. That adds up in a relationship. You start feeling underappreciated. I'm not even just ashamed. If you multiply me by how many billion men are on the planet, that's a lot of this going on, and that angers me. The amount that women have to rally together just for men to fucking listen to them, that angers me. It angers me that I was a part of that, thinking I was all progressive and shit. I lied. A lot of us are like that. Little bohemian ass, cool looking, wear our hair, asymmetrical ass, like, yeah, I went to the Women's March. Shut up. You're the fucking same. You're just sophisticated about it. Stop doing that shit.
What am I listening to? What am I listening to? Oh, why did you all send this to me? Jidenna, what are you doing? Jidenna, come on my show. Let me talk to you. Let me get to the heart of the issue. Let me ask you some poignant questions, son. If you really feeling ashamed and you want to beat up on yourself, come on my show. Come on my show so that I can help you ask yourself some tough questions. Because this right here ain't it. You don't even have to take off your clothes on my show. I want you to stay dressed. I don't want to be distracted by your pectoralis. I don't want to be distracted by that. What is going on? Don't do that. You're the same. Come on. What's happening here? I didn't even put on my timer. Let me put my timer on. This is too much. It's 20 minutes here. This man is almost 40.
Men are on the planet. That's a lot of this going on, and that angers me. The amount that women have to rally together just for men to fucking listen to them, that angers me. It angers me that I was a part of that.
You were still a
Thinking
part
I was
of
all
it.
progressive and shit. I lied. A
You
lot of us
lying
are
now.
like that. Little bohemian ass, cool looking, wear our hair, asymmetrical ass, like, yeah.
That's how I
went
feel
to the
about you
Women's
right
March.
now. Mhm.
Shut up. You're the
Thank
fucking
you.
same. You're just sophisticated about it. Stop doing that shit.
When
Stop
do you feel
doing
the
that
most
shit.
vulnerable?
When I am around famous people, like particularly famous artists. I don't know what award show I was going to, but I had to walk the red carpet, and I'm ready to strut, do my thing, and all of a sudden, Megan Thee Stallion, I'll just see all the cameras go, oh, just Megan Thee Stallion, man. Oh, just Megan Thee Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion. Damn, she just took all my damn shine. And man, she does look great.
So, this sounds like a lot of the stuff that Dr. Ramani talks about with narcissistic personality disorder. I am not diagnosing from afar or anything like that, but these things, the feelings of grandiosity, the wanting the attention, the being envious of other people, the lying, the manipulating. He could be a part of the dark triad too. I'm not going to say too much more about that. But Jidenna, please go get yourself checked. Go get yourself checked.
And I'll just wait here. And then somebody's like, you can keep going. Like, they don't even care. They're not even looking at me. The way
Jidenna, yo, you are not Megan the Stallion. Megan, plus she's a woman. And then she was embroiled in this huge case going on, and she was probably looking, oh, I can imagine. Megan Thee Stallion looks like she smells like some very pungent, flowery, musky, flowery, citrusy type of perfume. Yo, Jidenna, I mean, come on. So Meg Thee Stallion, and the cameras and stuff came, and then he started feeling a type of way. I mean, it's Megan Thee Stallion. And Jidenna, you're a big star too. You're different types of stars. It's like I feel like I'm talking to
I'm ready to strut, do my thing, and all of a sudden, Megan Thee Stallion, I'll just see all the cameras go, oh, just Megan Thee Stallion, man. Oh, just Megan Thee Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion. Damn, she just took all my damn shine. And man, she does look great. And I'll just wait here, and then like somebody's like, you can keep going. Like, they don't even care, they're not even looking at me. The way I feel in those moments, so awkward. I was such a shy boy, all that shit comes on, and then all my poses look weird. And I look back at the Getty images, and I don't look good. Like, I love myself, I'm beautiful, but those pictures, that ain't it. And those are the moments that happen so often. I'm in a studio, these rappers, like, man, I've been in the studio with a lot of people, I'm not gonna name no names. The culture of a lot of the studio is extremely, it can be shady. The rapper walks around with all of his minions, and they listen to every word that comes out of his mouth. Every joke is funny. And there's two women that come in the room, and everyone's like, all the posture changes, the Red Bulls and Henny comes out, somebody puts a gun on the table for no reason. I'm uncomfortable by the way that you're talking about these women, but I'm just letting it happen, like all the other men in this damn room. It's just like the drama of it, I'm just sitting back like, these are my heroes.
the way they're talking about the women. I'm just letting it happen. You too, bro. You part of the Me Too movement. We getting through this. Go ahead.
It's just like the drama of it. I'm just sitting back like, these are my heroes. I'm trying to be cool. Like, we're playing my music, which I'm really, that's when I really feel vulnerable. Playing my music. Golly, I don't want to hear my music around myself. Just, so I'm in there, little guy, just like, I hate that shit. I don't like that world at all. If you look at my career, I didn't collaborate much because I couldn't do that. Now, oh man, I can't wait to go in those rooms. I will tell somebody if I'm nervous. If I'm meeting my idol, I'm like, woo, man, I just went to the bathroom and did one of these to meet you, bro. For real, like I actually farted 4 feet like behind. Like I've done that since I was a kid. I'm very flatulent, so pleasure to meet you. I'll take them through exactly what I'm feeling. And if
so you're gonna be telling people about your flatulence? The fuck are we listening to? What is this? What?
Woman comes in the room, I greet her with eye contact instead of letting her walk around like a prop. Why are you talking about these women like they cattle? And if I don't like the whole environment, like, stop this high school shit. And I don't care who you are. You can be top of the game.
What do you love the most and struggle to love the most about your body?
I struggle to love my chicken legs. When I was a kid, I wore baggy jeans. I remember going to college. The first woman I brought, when I took off my clothes, and she's like looking, okay. I take off my pants, and she's like, wow, I thought your body was bigger than it was.
I heard this clip before this video. And then so when I was looking up videos of his, I actually happened to come across a video where you all can see his chicken legs. So in case you were wondering what his chicken legs look like, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what his, where's the, let me see. Hold on, I got to pull it up. There's Classic Man. There's Bambi. I robbed women. All right. I gotta go back into my history. Let me go back into my history. Give me 1 second, because I had it up, but I don't know what happened to it. But he was performing. Here it is. Here. Here. I want you all to just see. I'm going to have to turn on the volume on this, but I just wanted you to see this so that you can have an idea of what he's talking about with his chicken legs, because he does have chicken legs. He said he's worked on them, but this you can see that he just naturally has small legs. So here, let's get this screen. Try this one. All right, here. So just take a look at his legs, please. Poor little Puka. Look at them legs. Here, let me put it on the full screen so that you can see. Oh, look at you with your little legs. Yo, go boy, go boy. So yeah, so he does have little thin little legs, right? So you see them. So, he got to stay in the gym. But I just wanted you all to see that so that you can have an idea. Because when people say stuff about themselves, sometimes you don't think it's really true. But so, I mean, I don't know how long ago that was. But when I was looking at videos of his, that was one that came up. So hopefully that was quite a while ago. And he has been able to keep the bulk on his legs. But just so you can see.
And that shit killed me. I felt like, damn, like, she doesn't love my body. I don't love my body. It changed though, but it didn't change from acceptance. It changed from lifting weights. For a lot of men, we measure our power in terms of what we do in the world, what our net worth is. I got all these songs talking about broke niggas and all the way back to No Scrubs, which we love that song, but that's reinforcing patriarchy. Maybe I'm not worthy of sex. Maybe I gotta overcompensate.
Nobody is worthy.
I gotta give it to her.
Nobody is worthy of sex. You see what I'm saying? No, okay, no scrubs. She doesn't want a scrub. How is that reinforcing patriarchy? That's her saying she doesn't want a scrub. A scrub is a guy who thinks he's fly. A scrub is a guy who thinks he's fly, also known as a buster. Always talking about what he wants, but just sits on his broke ass. How is that the patriarchy? Who wants a person who just sits on their broke ass? Come on. These men, it's like he's been listening to the manosphere, bringing up this song, Scrubs. Okay. So 25 years ago, 3 women sang a song about how they don't want a person who sits on their broke ass. You still heard about that?
I gotta show her I'm a man. Our net worth is, I got all these songs talking about broke niggas and all the way back to No Scrubs, which we love that song, but that's reinforcing patriarchy. Maybe I'm not worthy of sex. Maybe I gotta overcompensate. I gotta give it to her. I gotta show her I'm a man. Is it okay to be soft? Putting paint on your nails is just putting paint on your nails. Putting paint in your eyes is just putting paint on your eyes. Who's to say wearing extra earrings is somehow even feminine? Traditionally in Nigeria, I had to wear a skirt when I was like 6 years old and dance with these cowrie shells or these on my ankles. Boys and girls wore the same thing and we were just
He got some meat on his legs now.
Just because you wear a skirt, it actually doesn't mean you're gender bending. There's those of us who the skirt's not even a gender thing in the first place.
Why in your body, in your skin, in your journey, why is it a good place to be?
Even though in my career I've battled with imposter syndrome, when I walk through my life right now, I feel real. I feel like people can feel it, it's tangible. And that feels great because I can connect with somebody. that feels so much better than the way I was walking through life before with armor. I don't need the armor anymore. I am the armor. You know, I have enough. My aura is it.
What does it mean to be man enough?
Dang, why are you man enough? I'm man enough because I'm enough. I'm man enough because I'm human enough. If I identify as a man, and I do, very much, very proud to be a man. I love being a man. It feels good to love. It feels good to be sensual. It feels good to find what it means to me to be a man and not have to compare myself to other men. That feels great. My whole life I was comparing. You may not even want to be a man. And ironically, that'll be you being man enough in my book by saying, I want to be a woman. I just want you to feel human. And if you feel it means to me to be a man and not have to compare myself to other men, that feels great. My whole life I was comparing. You may not even want to be a man. And ironically, that'll be you being man enough in my book by saying, I want to be a woman. I just want you to feel human. And if you feel that and you live that proudly, that's the closest you get. And I feel great about that. That's why I'm man enough. And I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, how do you feel now?
I feel comfortable. And my prayer over this conversation, this dialogue, is that little boys around the world can truly feel free from the emotional straitjacket that they're in. And we can create a world where women feel safe because boys have figured out how to feel safe with themselves. And that men have helped them to feel that. Because I don't know what my life's gonna be worth. But I really hope it's something that's worth anything, any contribution to that.
All right. Well, you heard that. Sometimes saying you want to be a woman is what really makes you a man. I don't know what he's talking about, honestly. But he said it. Nonetheless, there's other things that I want to play of his because he's been doing a lot of talking lately, but he ain't come and talk to me, so. So let's take a look at this other video. From toxic man to classic man, and then we'll play some things that I think are relevant. All right.
Horrible man. Let me be clear.
Ooh.
I'm not where I am today for being nice.
Hold on.
I've been a horrible man. Let me be clear.
Ooh.
I'm not where I am today for being nice.
Okay.
I'm where I am today from being an asshole.
So you were that toxic man, not
Yes,
the classic
and
man. He was the toxic man.
No, the reason I made a classic man is because I am a classic man. Like, actually, I still have patriarchy running through my blood. Like, I see the residue of the same things I'm trying to change in myself.
Okay.
I'm very aware. To this day, I'm like, oh man, you just like, wow, that's what you just did. I've said some mean things, you know.
At least you're self-aware. I feel like a lot of men, I think they are, but they don't at least express it to their woman.
It's because when we was little boys, we do something wrong, everybody made an excuse for us. I've been a horrible man.
I want you to pay attention to that because when we were little boys, everybody made excuse for us. So for those of you who are feeling him and your little heart is fibrillating for him, I just want to play you something from Shaquille O'Neal, right? Come on, this page is not loading. Oh. So this right here is my TikTok page, right? So if you go to my TikTok page, it's Tonya TKO Show, and you just scroll down until you see Shaquille O'Neal. Where's Shaquille O'Neal? There's Tyrese. Here's Shaquille O'Neal. Here we go. Shaq admits his biggest failure is coming home alone. Right?
Failure is coming in my 70,000 square foot house. No kids, no wife, no nothing. I kept most of the rooms dark.
Hold on. Hold on. Ugh. Trying to grab this. Here we go. Let's see if we could restart that. And then it restarts it small. Nope. Now we got to scroll back down till we see Shaq. All right, let's see. Where is Shaq? All right, here's Shaq. So I want you to see his biggest
Sometimes
failure.
you have to fail very hard, and I failed a lot. My worst failure is coming in my 70,000 square foot house. No kids, no wife, no nothing. I kept most of the rooms dark. On my really sad days, I go look at the babies' rooms. And then I go in the gym and shoot 1 or 2 baskets.
Anyway, go look at that whole video. It's 6 minutes. The reason I'm playing that is because Shaq played us all. Those women were on the show. Oh, the poor Shaq. And the women in the comments were like, he's taking accountability. He's changed. Now he's learned his lesson. Au contraire, mon frère. Au contraire. I put up a video. Today I had an epiphany and I wanted to share it all with you because me, myself, like many of you, have gotten fooled. You see this? Last week I put up a video about Shaq talking about coming home to his empty home and all of the remorse he felt, etc. Right? And then I came across something else. I'm going to play both videos for you and I'm going to give some commentary at the end.
Sometimes you have to fail very hard, and I failed a lot. My worst failure is coming in my 70,000 square foot house. No kids, no wife, no nothing. I kept most of the rooms dark. On my really sad days, I go look at the babies' rooms. And then I go in the gym and shoot 1 or 2 baskets and play. I'm not a basketball player anymore. I go in the garage and look at all the cars that I'm not driving.
Wow.
Then I go back to the kitchen and watch my movies. And you sit back and look. Realize you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that. And I'm programmed, being raised by an Army drill sergeant, never to make the same mistake twice. So I always try to learn from my mistake.
Now, what were some of the things that you heard in that video? You heard he got a garage full of cars that are not being driven, a big old home that's not filled, babies' rooms that are empty, all of this remorse, and the desire to never have this happen again, right? Right. And did you see how the women on the panel were looking? They were like, what's so? And even when I saw, I'm in a different stage of my life right now, and many of us gloated, right? Winter's coming, right? But it's even worse than that because they're the ones getting the last, well, they're not getting the last laugh, but they're having a laugh after our laugh, but the last laugh is ours.
The thumb goes up, just like that. What's up, Shaq?
The first video he did after his ex-wife had become happily remarried. The second video was just a few moments later. Why? It's game, it's game, it's game, it's game, it's game, it's game. And I don't know why this didn't dawn on me before. Go look at that video. It's on my TikTok page. I don't know if you saw that. I can play it again for you in case you didn't see. I can play that one more time for you in case you didn't see. But basically, his nose is wide open. He's following behind some women. He can't even hear the person who's trying to talk to him, right? Look, I'll play it for you again. Here. Look. Laugh, but they're having a laugh after our laugh, but the last laugh is ours.
The thumb goes up, just like that. What's up, Shaq?
Do you see him on the prowl? Does that behavior look like the behavior that is going to get him what it wants? Does that behavior look like the behavior of him looking for a wife? Come on. It's like they use these broadcasts to game so that they can get more women. There's another thing that I want to play for you real quick. I'm running out of time because it's time for my coaching to start. So there's something else that I want to play for you here. We're running out of time, so I'm just going to have enough time to play one more thing for you. Actually, two more things, and then we'll go from there. Men are homosocial. I want you to just hear just a little bit of this. This is also on my TikTok page. Take a look. Oops.
As a man, it's like when girls don't like you as a man, it's like all that you are.
So it's what this guy is saying is really interesting and also super duper true. It's something I learned about masculinities this semester, and it's called homosocial bonding, the platonic social relationships between men. And this homosocial bonding is where men develop their ideas of masculinity and become accepted into manhood. A really important part of masculinity, and probably more so hegemonic masculinity, is the idea of heterosexuality and being able to prove your heterosexuality. A lot of homosocial bonding involves women. So it involves talking about women, it involves picking up women, it involves talking about your sexual conquest with women, all that sort of thing. So,
all right, please keep that in mind, because I only have a few moments left to be able to be on this broadcast, right? So keep that in mind, because I wanted to play a video for you by Jidenna that was put up 6 months ago. So Jidenna's talking about all of this stuff, how he's talking about all of this stuff, how, oh, you know what? Let me look for the lyrics for this. Since I'm not going to play it, let me just look for... All right, here. Here's the lyrics. So I'm going to put these lyrics up here, and I'm going to put up the video so that you can see the video, right? Because I want you to see and I want you to hear what it is that he's talking about in this video. Oops. Let me get the volume down. So so I want you to hear just a little bit of it so you can see. So in this video, right, he's in a room with a bunch of men, right? Here. Listen.
You at the top of my roster.
You at the top of my roster. So here, I'm going to read the lyrics for you. Here, so listen. I want to tell you from jump, you a mother effing vibe. You at the top of my roster. Hope I'm at the top of your line. Girl, you know you got me stuck, cause you a mother effing vibe. Only reason I get money, baby, is so we can spend time. Baby, is so we can spend time. Looking to F? Then I F'd. I couldn't get enough. Caught a rush. Give me the cheeks. Give me the boots, fam. Busting her back. Now I'm attached. Would you look at that? S on the beach. Got an N-word text and call me back. Doing the math. 2:30 a.m. We just took a nap. F up the sheets. Woke you up just to run it back. I can't cap. She just want an N-word to stay and clap. Round of applause. Then the chorus comes. I can't put myself out of there for nothing. She show me shine. She show me shines. I want to show the lie. Myself out there for nothing. Checking my text, send me the nudes. Drop the addy too. I'm in pursuit. Might be in love. What is you doing to me? Bit of a doozy. S got me sticky, gooey, ooey, 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 ooey. Pretty feet, copper tone, cheekbones, look like me alone. You and me, Venice Beach, sipping Casamigos, got me doing things different. So what I want you to see, so this is a song with some very explicit lyrics. So these men are talking about having intercourse with women. And what we see is them in a room with a bunch of other men. Some of these men are topless, but it's nothing but male energy as they all stand around. Listen, like the lyrics are out of this world. So now he wanted to do the friend and all this other stuff, right? So they're talking explicit sexual lyrics, right? But they're all dancing around with one another. With men. This isn't a romantic song. This is a song about explicit sexual lyrics, but it's nothing but a bunch of men, a bunch of masculine energy. That's why I played that video for you about how men are homosocial, because it's like they're bragging. Who could clap the cheeks the best? Who could get the gooey, ooey, ooey the best? Who could get it the most from as many women? And all of this other stuff, right? So I just want you to see, so they're just all inside of this room. They just talking about S and S words and all of this other stuff, right? This crib is nice though, for real. But there's no romance. There's no really talking. And he's talking about, I be in the recording studio, and these men, look at how these men be acting. I don't be down with that, but I just let it go. So this is what I'm telling you. This video was put up 6 months ago. So oh God, look up homosocial bonding. Please look that up. Look it up, because it'll tell you a lot. Because men, far too many of them, they like intercourse, but they don't like women. They like female anatomy for their pleasure. They like a lot of different things for their pleasure, right? But they don't like the things that come along with you really being a woman. I just want to... there's so much that I want to say. There's so much I want to say, but it's time for us to get out of here. And I see, what is this that I see? I see a super apple that has come through. Hey, 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 hey. Wow. Jennifer has sent through $123 and says, manifesting you speaking on my nonprofit. All you have to do is just hit me up, my lady. Contact me on my website. Go to TonyaTKO.com and just contact me. So thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let me send you your love through. Thank you. And it is time for me to get out of here. So actually, I'm late now. I'm going to check the PayPal. And then I want you all to think about your self-love lesson. You're going to have to type the self-love lessons after I get off of here. But I feel like there's a lot that we can learn from this as women about being discerning, about not believing everything we hear just because it's coming from a cute face, from a man who looks like he needs some sympathy. The last PayPal that I got says, I feel so bad for Kiki. I hate this for her. I'm almost 30. Couldn't even imagine what she's going through. Oh, so she's talking about the Kiki Palmer video that I did the other day. All right, so listen. Let's get SLL self-love lessons. I want to hear what you all have to say about this, about all of this, about everything that I showed you, even though I didn't get a chance to really fully expound because I have to get going right now. So type SLL and let me know your self-love lesson, and I'll have to come back and type my self-love lesson in the comments. But for me, I'll say this. The self-love lesson that I have gained from this, the self-love lesson that I have gained from this is about knowing that there are a lot of men out there who do waste a lot of women's time. I've had my time wasted. I've wasted my own time. And then sooner or later, if they think long enough, they'll think about the error of their ways and how they could have did things differently. But by then it's too late. My self-love lesson is that I have to continue to put one foot in front of the other. I can't stop and wait for somebody to see that they've done wrong or have their come to Jesus moment or the dark night of the soul or any of that. That I have to do what is right for me, continue to put one foot in front of the other. Even to this day, I can start today. I can start today continuing to prioritize myself, because there may not be a person who puts it in plain language like this man has. So what is your self-love lesson from today's video? Because far too often we're waiting for people to see that they've done us wrong. But this man, even as he speaks today, it sounds like he needs to go get himself diagnosed, honestly, because there's some things going on that I think can be addressed and that he may need to look further into. So I heard an Apple come in. Let me check that real quick. Jennifer sends $20 and says, I will, but waiting for IRS approval of nonprofit. Okay, my dear. All right. Well, listen, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for coming in. Go out there and love one another. But most importantly, love yourself. Rub yourself. Somebody picked up on the red pill talking points, especially with him coming out with this TLC song from 30 years ago, however long many years ago it was. I will see you all in the next video. All right. Peace.